Right, today we're going to look at quite a difficult chord. It's a G7. I've already looked at the G chord, and it's quite a stretch between the second and third finger. But with the G7, you swap it over and it's like a C shape, but you're still fretting the two top strings exactly the same as you did in the G chord. But now you're fretting the first fret on the E, which is an F note. So you've changed from this shape and fretting the G, and you're changing that to an F. So the notes are, you're playing a G note with your third finger, you're playing a B note with your second finger, then you have an open D, an open G, an open B, and an F note. There's your G to G7. Play the chord nice and slowly. And if you notice, the two top notes haven't changed at all the strings in between stay open. It is literally putting your finger now on that first fret of the E string and you're fretting the F, and that makes a G7 chord. G, G7. Now with the G7 I can't see having too many problems. The main problem is going to be the stretch, because that stretch now between your first finger and second finger, I think you might find quite painful and quite difficult at first. It is really, it's the position of your fingers. But it is a useful chord. It would be good practice to try and change from the G chord to the G7. It'd be like lifting the whole hand and swapping the whole chord around. Now that's quite advanced. But it'd be a good practice for taking your fingers off the fretboard and landing back down on another chord, and then off the fretboard and landing back down onto the fretboard and playing the notes and making sure that they all ring open nice and clear. If you're not comfortable with that for now, you're just learning another chord, which is the G7, because it's all practice and it will come with time where you can move from one chord to another. It's just memorising the shapes with your hand to such a degree that you can move them quite freely back and to.